Welcome to World Sports News with Ernie. Behind the desk is the co host, Ernie. And on top of the desk is his faithful companion. He calls him the Rubber Ducky. We on Sports News Review call him Felix. Alrighty, Ernie. It's going to be another week since we did our last edition of World Sports News with Ernie on the Sports News Review YouTube channel. And we are going to start once again with the AFL Women's, the AFLW. That's Australian Football League for women. And we're coming up to the grand final on Saturday, November the 30th. Well, that will be the Australian time. That's not ours. That's the Australian Eastern Standard Time. I think it's AEDT or something like that. Or Australian Eastern Daylight Time. And okay, so you know, make sure to get rid of all of these notifications. I loaded up the PDF file and I wonder if should I have done it. Okay, so what I'm gonna start. I got the tablet started up. The only thing I don't like is that we have. Okay, just give me all the stuff on the PDF reader. I installed that PDF reader because I thought I would have needed to install that PDF reader to get the like this app I have, Ernie. And okay, so I'm looking at all this news over here, sports news over here, and trying to find all the sports news. Okay, so we once again go to the AFLW, and this will be the last time Ernie will see the AFLW on the board because this next week will be clean. This will all be cleaned up right here. This will all be gone. And let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta put AFLW. AFLW. Okay, so they're in they had all the preliminary rounds going. Okay. And no, I don't want this one. I want the actual web page, Ernie. I want to start with the actual web page first. I should have started that one first. Okay, so the AFLW, and okay, there it is. The AFL. Okay. You know, might have to switch back and forth to what we. Okay, so go from our perspective, and then the AFLW webpage itself, because they usually put different things. Okay, so now let's see. Do I do the ladder? Let's see. Okay. Oh, maybe I should have went to the match center. I should have went to the match center. I went to the ladder early, and I don't know if I should have just went to the match center. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go to the match center because see the previous games. Okay, yeah, I already know that the standings we call it. I just forgot about that. I thought it was like the bracket, like the bracket, playoff bracket, and okay. We're looking now for. I got the match center. Okay. Okay. So okay. Preliminary finals. Okay, let's go to the preliminary finals. Okay, so the first game, it wasn't even close. Okay, the North the North Melbourne. I'm gonna say Kangaroos because I don't know if they want to. I don't know if they still want to use the Tasmanian because that's so long. Yeah, I guess so. If well, that's the official Kangaroos North Melbourne Tasmanian Kangaroos, but I like just shortening it up. The North Melbourne Kangaroos. Okay, they won the first preliminary round match, and it was North Melbourne Kangaroos 78, and the Port Adelaide, and I guess it's just FC. Okay, 21. Yeah. I didn't see the game, Ernie. It's kind of weird, Ernie. I don't know what happened. I tried to tape the record the game, and it didn't give me. It said on the recording that it was AFLW, and then all of a sudden it wasn't the AFLW. It was this top 30 stuff or something like that. I'm like, what just happened here? I would have watched it instead. I thought maybe it'd be okay if I go to sleep and if I passed out, or because it was at an odd time, and for us, and so I decided to record it, and I'm gonna watch it, and then it didn't end up being that. It didn't end up being that game, and it was like I said, it was the very disappointing thing because like a top 30 something. It's on like 5 channels at once. Well, they got 5 channels, but it's on like 4 channels at once. And I was like, I just was so like, I don't know, just so like, just how do you say it? Like miffed. And like just because like I wanted to watch that, Ernie, and it was like instead it was like, oh, it was just I was just totally disappointed. And then I tried the surfing. It's not surfing, the sailing. It didn't work either. And I'm like, what the heck just happened? The sail GP didn't work either. So it's like, okay, I was 0 for 2 on the recordings for whatever reason. And it's what it said that was supposed to be on. And like I said, already, the first one was, it did say on the recording AFLW. The logo was on it too, on the menu. And it wasn't that. I am just like, whatever. Disappointed. Just beyond disappointed on that one for that. This is frustrating. Disappointed. Okay. So the the North Melbourne Kangaroos 78 and the Port Adelaide, I guess it was football club, FC 21. So, and they said here that Kangaroos won by 57, and that would have been so what it probably wouldn't have been the greatest game to watch it. So there's quite a discrepancy right now because the North Melbourne Kangaroos must have a really good team. Okay, so in that second game, which was Saturday, November the 23rd, that was the Friday, November the 22nd. And this one, the second game was Saturday, November the 23rd. The Brisbane Lions 50 and the Port Adelaide Crows 32. So we got 2, and then for next week there's the grand final, and it's going to come up. So they're saying next week the grand final, and that's the most disappointing time is. It's gonna be. Well, we know it's gonna be the North Melbourne Kangaroos against the Brisbane Lions. And unfortunately, Ernie, it's gonna be at 3:45 Eastern Standard Time, and I totally understand why. I understand why, because they're there's you know, it even says here, and I'm really happy. Is it says here? See, where did I see that before? Okay, let's see if I see it again. I gotta go back to this now, and okay. So, anyways, no, I just no, it's just, I'm not gonna go on that. Okay, so the Saturday, November the 30th. So, well, it's for them. It's gonna be on a Saturday night. That was a Saturday night. Wait, well, us is for Saturday. Is this for us? 3:45 a.m. EST. Like, you know, that it's not going to be. Obviously, it's not going to be. So this knows that I'm in, not in Australia, even though it's the AFL official site. It knows that I'm not in Australia. So it gives me the. It's at Icon Park again in Melbourne, and I don't know what the one. I'm not sure what that means. So there's no way I'm gonna be able to watch this live. I mean, it's 3:45 in the morning. I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one to try to think I can watch that live. And oh yeah, the PF that was early. That was the okay. The other two games is called the preliminary final games, and then it's the semifinal was the and so you know, it's funny is that there is the game before that, and that's going to be the Port Adelaide versus Adelaide Crows. It should be there should be another game before that. I'm pretty sure. Uh, okay, because let's see. Did they play the day before? They played the day before. Okay. I'm just gonna see for a second. I'm gonna make sure it's hit pause here for a second. Alrighty, Ernie. I'm just checking over the web pages, and I'm looking, and there is no other game other than the grand final this time. I thought because last year I did see this one game like I said we call it a consolation game, the consolation prize on this side of the globe. And this time I don't. I went to the actual like scores. I'll show you. This you could show on. This is not. This is not. It's safe to show, but like it's a little bright. But yeah. So I went on that. Like instead of the AFLW actual webpage, and I don't see another game. So the grand final is the last game they're going to be playing, and it is on Saturday, November the 30th. So I got that correct, but it's 3:45 in the morning, which would make it I think a 15 hour difference at least. So eight in the 8 at night. Yeah, it's going to be like a Saturday night, like Saturday night. Let's see, is that going to be correct? So it's obviously okay. I'm gonna go into that, and it should be the North Melbourne Tasmanian Kangaroos. They used their long official name, and they're going to be going against the Brisbane Lions, and it's okay. So and it was at Icon Park. So I'll make sure again where Icon Park is. Icon Park in Melbourne. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is go on another tab here, and just to make sure what exactly their time would be. Okay, so it's okay. So three 7:45 a.m. EST to Melbourne. Okay, well, it would be like a seven. It says 7:45 p.m. So yeah, it's gonna be Saturday night. 7:45 will be the tip off. I guess they call it. I suppose they kind of do like a kind of tip off kind of deal. Start the game in the center, and looking at it now, it's just yeah. So okay, so officially it's Saturday night in Australia, in Melbourne. It's going to be Saturday night in Melbourne, and there's good interest in on. Well, because of the good interest in this in the game this time again, and I'm just glad that one of the things I'm proud that we did at Sports News Review is that we were on top of the like that we did it last year because we only started. That was our first year with the Sports News Review channel, and it all came across, and World Sports News with Ernie, and we had and it's just I was glad to be on the forefront of promoting the AFLW on even though Ernie, we don't really have like the super viewership on our channel. I'm just I guess proud that we're in like I said, we were on the forefront of saying, hey, there's AFLW, give it a chance, let's try it out, and now I feel like, oh shoot, Ernie, it's gonna be hard for people to now watch the final on this, because of the time difference. And it's like, I guess if you're 12:45 midnight, if you're in the West Coast, it's 12:45 a.m. and that still doesn't cut it. But I totally agree, Ernie, with the AFLW making the decision to do the games Saturday night when that's your market and that's your primary market is Australia, and and it just one of those deals. People can even go out to in Australia, go out to a nice establishment, and and see the game on the tele, as you say. And so I understand, like I said, it's the market. You have to cater, in my opinion, also, and a lot of people's opinion would say the same. Yeah, you have to cater to the market, your primary market, and catering to this market is they tried it, but they did it last year, and we got to do the AFLW grand final last year with the live stream watch party. And we asked B Bunny before, that was before he was the we made him, we all unanimously voted for B Bunny to be the CEO, and Ernie. It was like, even Ernie's like, even though it was like we had a secret ballot, but still it was so unanimous. It was like it was Ernie and Felix, and everyone, Coach Coyote, Sylvester, the Munchie brothers, the Christmas donkey, Dominic, the Christmas donkey, and who do I leave out? Let's see. Myself, I had a vote too, I voted for B Bunny, of course, and I actually nominated him. Say, hey, I like the way B Bunny was. It's just funny. He does one live stream. He does one live stream, and all of a sudden he's the CEO, and it happens. It's just one of those deals, and I don't know. It's just funny how like we wouldn't have found our CEO if we didn't have the live stream. I mean, I mean, it was just weird how it happened. Ernie just everything just every just thing just fell into its own space. Just fell into the proper. And Ernie, we are still striving to find a contract, and I've said it the other video previously. It was the NFL News with Sylvester. It was like we're trying to secure the right, to get a contract with Lola Bunny. Or we'll have to call her L Bunny when we. Well, she'll have to change her. She'll have to drop the Lola part. And it's just L Bunny, because at Sport News Review, we kind of like simplify things, I guess. Yeah. So we're trying, and we'll see. Negotiations are coming, and we'll see. We might be just a little early too. We can kind of wait. The new year. We got the new fiscal year, Ernie, and maybe we be able to get like. I guess the new fiscal year we'll get so we'll see what happens with and that's all. Like it's like I say, we hired B Bunny, and as I say, we all hired B Bunny and CEO, and that would be negotiating. He's working to negotiate and see how we're gonna come up with a way to woo, as they say. Is that the right one? Woo L Bunny. Well, it's definitely Lola Bunny, but we'll change the name to L Bunny, and come on the Sports News Review team, and we obviously we know she wants to just do basketball, and she can do that. She can, if she wants to help with Coach Coyote. I don't know, or she can even. Well, yeah, Ernie's like, yeah, she could even come on our show and assist, and like would have been nice. We would have had. Well, Ernie, it's just one of those deals where if the AFLW was on a Saturday night for us, it would have been a Sunday afternoon for Australia. We would have definitely we would have got Lola Bunny, because we got the netball coming up, and she could have did the netball first, and then you finish off the rest of the world sports news with Ernie, and yeah, she would have just sat behind your, we would have just first, like. But yeah, we could have just had Lola Bunny come on for like I just thinking like we could have had Lola Bunny sitting right here, which we'd have called her L Bunny, and she would have been standing over here and doing the netball, because it's so close to basketball. It's so similar to basketball, and and it would have been a perfect warm up for the NBA finals. Then like the NBA would have been starting to wind down, and then of course the WNBA would have started, and we there would have been so much for her. We would have a reason to have. because right now we don't really have anyone that's interested in NBA except obviously Little Bunny. Everybody else is not. Like I said, Ernie on the other show too. Is that like Coach Coyote loves his NFL football. Sylvester loves being a reporter and doing the NFL news. He's our ace reporter for Sports News Review on NFL related. And the Munchie brothers love doing the live streams. NFL live stream and CFL live streams with the Hamilton Ticats and the NFL with the Buffalo Bills. And this Sunday, well, I guess we'll have a Bills Sunday night. I guess we're going to do a live stream Sunday night with the Munchie brothers. Okay, so I don't know how we're going to do it. I'll try to record it one more time, Ernie, I guess, and maybe I don't know, maybe I could try to record. Yeah, if recording works, I'll try. I'll just do. We'll just do a recorded live stream. You know, uh, a recorded live stream. You know what I mean? And yeah, well, what? We'll definitely have our thing recorded. Game is not live. We're just replaying it. And I had trouble with the fast forwarding too. I couldn't figure out how to fast forward the DVR portion, and uh, like I said, so Ernie, if the recording works this time perfectly, we're definitely doing the recorded live stream watch party because and we'll try to make it for that. So I guess it will be the. Let's see. It's Saturday. Yeah, it'll be Saturday night. It'll be the Saturday night because let's see. It can't. Yeah, it has to be the Saturday because Sunday is football, football, football on Sports News Review. It's NFL Sunday. We're all football, football on Sunday. And tomorrow's a big day for NFL football, and then there's an unusual game that's now they started the second. This will be the second or third time now, third time in a row, season. I can't remember now how many it's been. If it's only been one previous one, or there's been two, or the one before that of the Friday afternoon game, which it's a really odd one with the Friday afternoon and that. I mean, I don't know. It's just well, we get to watch it because we have cable television, and yeah, we kept the cable, and so we'll see from there. I mean, I can't really uh, describe the action that was on the games because I didn't get a chance to watch the games because the recordings didn't work. Oh, and then at least I would have had a report on what I seen, and I probably would have been obvious. Would have been say if I would have watched that game, would have been like, oh, okay, it didn't work. It was like just you're hoping for a close game, but it was not meant to be. And yeah, I mean, well, hoping this one will be close, but that's going to be really tough. Okay, so for folks out there it's going to be at 3:45 in the morning, so you might have to just try the DVR. You probably people out there, folks out there, Ernie, they probably got that DVR figured all out. Well, I'm still having trouble figuring it all out. So yeah, you could you're most likely gonna have to DVR the game, and then watch it later. Then I mean, just well, Ernie, it's just Saturday night. I'll be doing the live stream watch party now. I mean, my life has really changed with my sporting viewing. I couldn't imagine if it was possible. The technology was actually there, and we had microchips, and like that were like we had whatever. I had this laptop back in 19 whatever. Throw a year out there, 77, 78. I'm not gonna get into like Ernie. It's yeah, it was. This wasn't gonna happen in 19. Just technology is just so much advanced nowadays. So I mean, I would have been doing live stream watch parties for Hockey Night in Canada, and yeah, I mean, no, I there was no way, Ernie, that I would have thought in 1978, just throwing a year out there, just an arbitrary year out there, that in 2024, November the 30th, I would rather not just watching it live. I would rather watch the taped or DVR. You see, I'm still using taped, which is there's no. It's not a VHS cassette tape anymore. I even had a DVD recorder. That was a rare item, and it went missing. The only thing in my life that went missing in electronics is my DVR recorder. Oh, DVD. Sorry, DVD recorder. That's a DVR. My DVD recorder. I am still like wondering what happened to my DVD recorder. I usually always I just wanted it. I just want it back. Uh, well, good luck. It's missing in the move when I moved, and right before I moved, the DVD recorder went missing. Oh, boy, I was like, okay, but I still got the VHS. You know what's funny, Ernie, is that I got the two VHS machines, and I didn't. I don't have the room to. They're like in storage in my room, like under my bed storage kind of deal, because I'm running out of space to put things around the room, and I have like 0.0 interest in hooking up the VHS. I don't have any interest at all, really, hooking up the VHS. Like I said, the VHS, the tape cassette. The VCR. What am I saying? VHS. It's late, Ernie, and I'm tired, and I never think. I always say there's just bizarre things when I'm exhausted. Okay, so yeah, the VCR. Yeah, yeah. It's funny how you go from life, Ernie, from a happy to have a tape recorder to a VCR to a DVD, and I even had an OTA over the air recorder. In the move I gave it away to someone because I didn't think I was going to need a DVR recorder for over the air because what was it again? I don't know. It's just I didn't think I was going to need it, and I gave it away. And we go through I went through all the different mediums, as they say. Like I had all the VHS tapes, and I got DVDs that I recorded off the television. And it's just like I don't have the room, Ernie, for all this putting all this stuff out there. It, it's just they just take too much room up, and Ernie, I don't have a living room. You know what I'm saying, Ernie. My whole existence is in my bedroom. I don't like, you know, I like I just what do I don't have the apartment where I'm living. It's not in my name. You know what I'm saying? I'm just paying rent for the bedroom, practically the washroom. They use the washroom, and I've got my own fridge. So I don't. There's like the big fridge in the real in the main kitchen. Uh, you know, it's I don't have my stuff in there. I just got my stuff in my fridge in the bedroom, and that's it's just a funny. I just reflecting on everything, and I'm grateful too, Ernie. I'm happy for everything that I have, and and Ernie, I don't know why. There's no rhyme or reason why. I just when I do World Sports News with Ernie, and I'm talking about things, and I reminisce about the past on World Sports News with Ernie, and now, even now with my existence, this world, I feel good. I feel really good. I I don't know. I could say I feel solid. I don't even know what that means. I don't even. I just like saying that. But I like. I just. I don't know. I appreciate everything. Uh, it's just and Ernie. It's just it happened. With me, and I just I I just can't watch like NHL hockey because it's too violent for me now, and I don't know. It's just my whole life is just different now. Like I said, I'd rather be watching the AFL Grand Final on a Saturday night, taped, DVR'd, recorded. I should say, just say recorded, and played back, and do a live stream watch party. And 6 years ago, I wouldn't have been like that. It would have been all about watching hockey on Saturday night. And not really. I wasn't really watching hockey. I just no. Even 6 years ago, I wasn't really watching hockey as much. But I was still watching like football. I could in college football and CFL, and then I rekindled my uh, love with spring football with the XFL. Well, first it was the USFL again. They brought this USFL again, and I'm of age, Ernie, and we both, both of us, we know of the previous league, the USFL, way back in the '80s, and I bring up that story where how the world has changed totally. Where like I mean, like wow, I even went. You go for a very long drive to get to this place in Niagara Falls, New York, an outlet mall, and it was Champions, yeah, Champions, and the reason is just to buy a whole bunch of T-shirts to wear, and I don't know where I'd be with. Jeez, I probably my existence in the last 30 years, Ernie. I think it's been. You could say that 98% of the time in my life, I'm wearing a T-shirt. I don't see myself in anything else except a T-shirt. Dress shirt. I already explained it in the last video with NFL News with Ernie that I don't. Thursday would be like the Thanksgiving, and I Well, Ernie, I know it's a big day for you, oh yeah, it's gonna be a big day for you. It's gonna be a big day for Coach Coyote and a big day for Sylvester because you three are Americans and B Bunny and uh, well, the coach Coach Coyote is actually staying in town and gonna do the I don't know. It depends. Well, if Coach Coyote, it is. I'm gonna ask Coach Coyote if he wants to go to New Mexico tomorrow. We'll get the Munchie brothers. They're Canadian, so tomorrow's not a big day for them. I know as soon as this video is done, Ernie's already packing. He's already packed. He's going to New York. It's you know, he's from New York City. And he's gonna go to New York City, and it's for the Thursday holidays, and he's leaving right after. We got it all figured out, scheduled out, and gonna give Ernie a ride to the airport, and he's going to New York City. Not me. I can't. I mean, I'm gonna get. I know some. We brought up the other thing where well, we'll see because Sylvester's already gone. He's he did the we did the NFL news with Sylvester, and I didn't even mention that. I forgot to mention that. I guess Sylvester just wanted to keep it low key and quiet. That he's the traveling and all that, and it would be fun to see Sylvester at the airport. But um, yeah, I mean, Sylvester's going to, with his family and extended family in the United States of America, and well, and then Coach Coyote's he's still here, and I'll tell him tomorrow, man. If you want to go to New Mexico, we'll get ketchup and barbecue. And I just well, and CEO B Bunny will be back on Saturday. He's left. Our CEO has left for a few days because he's American and he wants to just go to America for a few days, being that it's Thanksgiving. And I feel really bad that I want everybody that's American on my sports news, originally to hey, if you guys want to go to back home for a few days, hey, come on, it'd just be me and I should say proper English would be, it'll just be the Munchie brothers and I to do whatever show we can for a day, Thursday being Thursday, and yeah, because we got the football that starts at 12:45 or 12. I can't remember. 12:15. Either way, it starts very early with the Detroit game, and we'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if we'll do the because we do have the Thursday night. I think it's going to be Thursday night is Coach Coyote's Thursday night football, so it'll be a shot. It'll be a surprise if Coach is still around. I mean, and Ernie, I understand, and we Sports News Review, we're not worried about you have to pay. I know it's a funny thing is we're in Canada. It's but if Coach does Thursday night football, we will pay him this will be overtime pay for him because we're just like that here. We understand, and it's like, oh, we're getting close to actually getting close to midnight here, and so Ernie, it's gonna be a new day. So right now you're on overtime. It's just fine. We'll pay. COB buddy's not here and to scold me right now. Going, you could have did this a couple hours earlier and saved the overtime. And I said, I'm saying Ernie, I don't care. You, you know what? Just take what what we're gonna do, Ernie is I'm just gonna whatever I'm for my part in this show right now, my pay, I'm just giving it to you, Ernie, for the overtime. And you know what? Tomorrow too. Tomorrow I'm donating my. I don't have to because technically we're in Canada, so there's no and but I'm donating my share of the salary for the doing the Thursday night football. I'm gonna give it to Coach Coyote if he does it. I don't have to get. Well, it's like that's because he's American, and on Canada Day, obviously, we if it's the same deal. I mean, if there's a CFL game, and that's the one time that the Mungie brothers get overtime is because it's Canada Day, and we're as they say we're in Canada, so that's an official holiday. Okay, I'm tired, Ernie. I'm just rambling on the same thing over and over. The AFLW has been established now. People will now know where it is. We've been through all the. Just hope it's a good game to watch, and we'll go start the next one, which is the handball, the EHF Euro Women's, in November the 28th to December the 15th. And now it's the time, okay, to get to the. I should have had this earlier, but I'll get with the tablet here, and what I'll do is. I'm gonna be quicker, Ernie. I'm not gonna. I can't do this 3 hour radio. That's too much. I'm out of my mind sometimes. I take way too long on these videos for whatever reason. I like rambling on too much. So okay, let's get. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get to the EHF Handball E. It's the European Handball Federation. Yeah, here it is. Okay, get on to their webpage right now, and let's see if. Okay, was we should get the okay. Okay, November 28th. There we go. We got the scores coming in. Okay, we got the scores coming in. Okay, so okay. Oh, okay. They're gonna be. It's to come. Okay. Oh, there it is. Uh, okay. Yep. Okay, so that is the 28th, which is okay. Spain and Portugal, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Turkey. Okay, is that at the same date? Also, the France, Poland, Sweden, North Macedonia, Norway, Slovenia. Then November the 29th, Netherlands, Iceland, Romania, Czechia, Switzerland, and the Faroe Islands. Okay. Denmark, Croatia. Yeah, okay, so there's going to be. Okay, so they're going to be starting the tournament for this, the EHF Euro women's, November the 28th. We're going to start out. We're going to start off on tomorrow, which was just. Well, actually, it's going to be today. When we upload this video, it's going to be November the 28th. So today they're going to start the handball, and once again, Ernie, I just glad that we are on the forefront of showing different sports, and I mean it's just the I would love to watch these handball games, but I can only see the highlights. It's I can't show them obviously, and I watched them. So I guess I'm just going to be watching highlights on YouTube. And next edition of World Sports News with Ernie will be bringing up the scores and and hopefully I don't think we'd be able to do any live stream watch parties. I know, Ernie. If I had the satellite dish, I if I had the funds, I definitely subscribe to any European channel that has the handball tournaments like this, the EHF final, Euros. And right now, can't I can't be mentioning all those games that the other leagues have. There's so many other leagues too. Like we're talking individual countries with their own leagues. So that's why I'm only sticking to national tournaments like the CHF Euro, because it's it's gonna be on November 28th, and it's gonna be finishing on December the 15th. So this one, Ernie, is going to be on the board next. Like it's going to be on the board for a while. So this will all be gone. I'm going to move this up, and it's going to be more laid out handball in the EHF Euro. And yeah, so this will be like I'm going to put like there's going to be a lot of movement on these boards. All these letters, all these letters and the numbers and all the punctuation. I'm going to go back in the pill bottles, and then the handball is going to be moved up. And I'm going to switch it where the number one is going to be that, because it's going to stay for a while, and then I'm going to have number two, three. I still have two more boards to go through here, so I'm just saying, like earlier, I'm happy just to like here's here's the handball. If you got an opportunity, you can, there's people out there that are way more savvy than I. Maybe they have, you know, who knows if it's. No, they won't put it on their Twitter's accounts, Facebook. Like this won't be on any Facebooks now, because there's television stations in Europe that are showing this, and they're not going to just show it for free because they have their market in Europe, and yeah, I mean it's like the World Surfing League. It's so it's a different category where they show their we've been watching surfing on YouTube with live surfing on YouTube, and that because that's just starting up. And I see a trend where, like, for me, I mean, I see a trend, Ernie, that, and there's a lot of people that won't like to hear this, that you know like these sports like here are going to get more popular, and domestic sports, some of them might take a little like adjusting here and there. um I know people that would hate what I'm saying, and it's like they're entrenched and they love their NHL hockey, and I just like sorry, and there's changing demographics all over the place. And sometimes people just want things to be a certain way. Somehow they fear that it's going to disappear for them. It's not. It's always going to be there. It's like, like just saying, like, okay, even if I live another 40 years from now, NHL will still be there. I don't know what it's going to be like. Uh, I have no clue. I don't even want. I just don't have a clue. Um, and your NBAs will still be existing, and NFLs definitely, of course, will be existing. In what form, we don't know. Because like it is world sports news with Ernie, but well, we're in Canada, and I was looking up stats for like sports participation in the USA is really down, and it's you can understand. I'm very old, and like as like you drive around in town and say like you know I still have access. I have access to a vehicle right now, and it's in my life right now. I don't own a vehicle, but I have access to a vehicle, and you know, when I'm driving around town, and because it's mostly because I'm doing errands for other people. That's why I have access to this vehicle. If it wasn't for the errands I'm doing for other family members, I have no access. I wouldn't have any use for a vehicle anymore. I'd be taking the bus if I have to do something important. And the shopping, it's a tough one. Walking to the shopping is tough nowadays. I really can't walk, even though yeah, I don't live in a suburb in the middle. Like I say, I don't. I'll just say it honest, Ernie. I don't live deep in a suburb where I can't get access to public transportation, and the grocery store is very far away. It's not that kind of deal with me right now. I have access to whatever, and I have walking distances to like fast food establishments, and that a lot of like I'm just counting right now. I'm just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm easily able to walk to 5 fast food establishments, like no problem. Like they're so close by for me, anyways. And just and like yeah, yeah. I kind of live, Ernie. I'm gonna say that I kind of live more European than I'm used to, like back in my day, because yeah, I was a pure a suburbanite, where I was really deep in the suburbs, and now that I'm not the like deep in the suburbs, I I somehow I switched to a more European kind of lifestyle. It's kind of odd how it happened, and I mean like it's it's not because I'm gonna watch the EHF Euro. It's not about like it's just weird how it all happened to me. It's just very, very strange. Where, I mean, like, yeah, I'm like the European that watches NFL football. I mean, it's how it's becoming now. Uh, it's it's just weird, but I don't. Well, we could get the whole thing is like, well, how come you know? Oh my gosh, we did the NSLW live stream. I forgot about that. I forgot who was. Oh yeah, with the Christmas donkey. We did the Ernie. I got you. You would know because you're part of the sports news review. We did the and it's yeah the women's soccer. And it's like I know Ernie. Isn't that funny that I'm doing soccer, but it's women's soccer. It was the final game. It was the final between, if I remember correctly. Holy crap! Holy gosh! I mean, uh, the final. Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, the Orlando and Washington, and yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's weird, but I like I said, but Ernie, I don't want to do like the Premier League in England and whatever big leagues in Germany or Italy. It's just because there's other channels. I'm not going to get into all that. I just stumbled across the. I didn't even know that the final game for the women's soccer was even on, and all of a sudden I'm scrambling and started the live stream, and I didn't know like hey, there's the AFL. I'm just AFL, the the soccer, the women's soccer final, and I'm like nobody's around, and well, and the only one here he's a soccer. He loves soccer. That's Dominic, the Christmas donkey, and well, we did a live stream watch party with Dominic, the Christmas donkey, and yeah, it was like that was totally unexpected. I mean, but I think it was kind of weird because if it was the men's uh, final, like the National Soccer League, I would have just watched it. I would have just. I would have just watched it. Oh yeah, and it broke out to a club mix after that. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to behold. I had the club mix after that too. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna hit pause, and we'll go bring up the next board. Okay, Ernie, we got the other board up, and snooker. We have to finish up this one because we we didn't mention who the UK. It was called the UK qualifiers, and so we're gonna quickly be quickly go mention this one because then we'll take this will be cleared out because there'll be a big snooker tournament after. We're getting close to the end of the year, where there's gonna be the big grand championship for a snooker tournament. Come on, this is just this is a pre this is before that one happens. Okay, so we'll go to our old reliable snooker.org to get our information, and here it comes. Okay, snooker. Snooker. What happened? Snooker? How come it's not up here? It should have been right there. It should have been right there. I've been on there. I've been on that site so many times. I don't know why it just didn't come up real quickly. So, there's something coming up. It's the okay. So that's gonna be on the next board. Oh my gosh, the UK Championship. Okay, that's the UK Championship. Okay, so that'll be on the next board. And right now we gotta finish that one up. Oh, they call it a women's. Okay, I'll have to say the name. I don't like to say that word, Masters. I don't like to say that word anymore. Okay, so there was November the 24th. Oh, that was a while back. Okay, Renee Evans, England wins the women's. Okay, okay. Well, we'll have to. Okay, so they're not on that now. They're on something else. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. Okay, so that was Okay, that should be. We should have 16 November 21st. Yeah, I mean, I got the correct dates up there too. Now, uh, results. Yeah, we should have the results. Okay, qualified. Okay. Where is the champion on that? Where's the champion? Let's see results. Wasn't somebody that won out of this? Somebody that won like final? Like I don't really see anything that says like a final. Okay. Uh, I mean, wasn't didn't somebody win this? What we are gonna do is go on another. We're gonna just go on another one real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna put the UK qualifiers. UK Q U A L I F E R S UK qualifiers. Snooker UK qualifiers. Uh, that's not the championship because that's November the 23rd because this is this to the December the 1st and I, World Snooker Tour. Okay, World Snooker. You know what else, Ernie? There's like coming close to the end of the year for other sports like that. So the snooker, you're gonna have the big championships. Like I'm talking when they're gonna have the world champ. I don't want to miss those ones. We won't miss it because there's the okay. You're gonna have the UK championships. Then I want to make sure that we mention the world championships when it happens because it's gonna be like around the January. Is gonna be there, you know, finishing up with the, and then 8 ball. I know it's not snooker. But 8 ball. If anything, I've played a lot of 8 ball compared to how much snooker I've ever played in my life. But I do want to watch snooker, and 8 ball would be just fun to watch because I know 8 ball inside out how to play, and of course snooker I'm just gonna have to relearning it again, and it's just um, okay. That's a snooker.org, World Snooker Tour. Okay, yeah. See, this is okay. The WPBSA qualifiers announcement for UK Championship. Okay, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So there really wasn't any like champion. Like I'm thinking, there is someone holding a trophy up, but I'm not sure what trophy he's holding up. Okay, but they're going. Okay, so these because they're going for the UK Championship. Okay, now we have okay. We have the event one winner. Okay, so the event one, event two, event three, event four to be announced. Event five to be announced. I'm just trying to grasp all this, and it's hard when you don't. Uh, I'm trying to grasp all this when you don't really know how it's all going, and I'm just I'm trying to find like the to make sure was there anyone actually like they won this tournament, or is that it's just something that they all played because they were going to be qualifying to try to get to the UK championship, which is coming up from November 23rd, which is already happening to the December the 1st. Okay, so it's almost as if Ernie, I should have just put that one up on the board instead of putting up this UK qualifiers. There's not much to put. So what I could have done was like snooker, and it would have been the UK Championship, England, and November 23rd to December the 1st. Was it correct? Uh, yes. So that's what I probably should have done. And well, I didn't. I didn't. I thought I had to finish up this one first, and then put that one next. Next board, because when we get that one up, we're gonna have the UK Championship already established, and watching it. See that one snooker. There might be a slight chance that maybe you'll watch it on YouTube, and I would be so happy on that one. So, oh my gosh, there's so many things. Like, which one? Well, Ernie, if I can watch the UK Championship and it's live, I can watch it on the big TV with YouTube and still do the live stream because I can't do both. Like I can't watch a YouTube live stream. I can't watch YouTube and live stream on my laptop. It's just I don't have that kind of computing power. And yeah, so but if it's live on YouTube, and I got YouTube that could go, like YouTube app on the cable box, and that one will be able to watch the snooker. Is the 6 hours behind. You know, so that one would have to be like an odd time, like in five. Okay, so 5 hours ahead. We're 5 hours behind. So if they start at 8 p.m., it's 2 in the afternoon. I'll work it all out. But I'm really having trouble finding that the what's going, like, I'm looking and looking through the tablet and I can't find it. It's okay. Like I said, Ernie, I should have just put the UK Championship, England, November the 23rd to December the 1st. And then after that is going to be like the really big one, the World Championship. And that's the one I really want to put up on the board when it happens, to not miss it. But we're not going to miss it, Ernie, because we still, like, it's going to be near the end of the year. And that's when like, a lot of the things at the end of the year, you got all your, like, the sports that normally aren't seen. They like to put their championships, like the handball have the, you notice how the Euro, EHF Euro is coming up at the end of the year, close to it. And there'll be, like I said, there'll be some really big end of the year tournaments for snooker. And like I said, folks, if you if you want to give snooker a look see, it's there for you. Um, I know most people, or as they say, most blokes. we are doing snooker right now. Most blokes just know eight ball, American eight ball, and it's easy to play. It's a smaller table. It's just for the drinking establishments in back in the day. I don't know. It's a changing demographic world, and I mean the billiard tables and the bars is probably becoming rare. Could be a comeback for all we know. There's a lot of ebb and flow. There's a lot of ebb and flow, and it just takes channels like ours, Ernie, to show, hey, it's out there. You want to try it out, And I know there's people that love their 8 ball. And it's like, hey, I'm all for it. But I just I didn't I just didn't remember. Now when it comes to the 8 ball, I just want to do report on one tournament, and that's the final near the end of the month. And I knew near the end of the year there's gotta be a 8 ball championship out there. That because that's and it all fits in for some reason. Even the darts has it. Near the end of the year, and in badminton will probably have some world championship near the end of the year. We can go into the badminton. It's still early. I'm not gonna go look up badminton, and I'm not gonna be able to pronounce half the names because they're not. It's just it takes a lot of practice to you know it takes a lot of practice to do names that you're not familiar with. It's a whole different style. Like this is all learning curve for me. That's probably why, for me, half the fun of doing World Sports News with Ernie is I just feel like I'm learning all the time, learning new things and learning about myself, Ernie. That I like to watch. Like I'm gonna segue into this one again. The badminton. I want to watch badminton. The only time I've ever seen badminton is during the Olympics. If I just happen to catch it. I mean, Ernie, like, there's one thing there's one thing I remember when I was very young was CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, used to do a as they like they were just like spot on, as you say in England, spot on for coverage of the Olympics. They they were just we were just so good at it as a country. Well, because it, I just that's half the reason why I didn't mind the Olympics is just because I'd like to be able to watch the weightliftings, the team handball. If I didn't, I never seen handball. Even in like, even CBC should have showed handball once in a while, and field hockey, you know, and it's just badminton. That's the only time I've seen badminton was just in the Olympics on CBC, and then it's just changing world out there, and don't it's like I the famous composer, no singer, tenor, sorry, tenor, the famous tenor Luciano Pavarotti, and he's the one that when he said that, it sparked something in me. When he said this, Ernie, I'll say it real quick. He says, if you're going to the Olympics, why are you going to? If you're going to watch the sports, like if you're not like like besides the soccer, why not watch something different that you don't normally see? And that one was just the catalyst of how to do a world, what is the agenda for World Sports News with Ernie, and that Luciano Pavarotti, tenor, is the one that got me into I now have an agenda with World Sports News with Ernie, is to say, hey, there's different sports out there, and give it a chance. If you don't like it, it's at least you tried. That's all I'm saying. Wasn't for you, what I'm saying, Ernie. If it wasn't for that person, it's not a big deal. You just move on to the new sport. Just try different sports and see if maybe you have an interest in those sports here and there. Now we got like I said, we got the badminton. It's they call it the Saeed Modi. He must. I'm not sure if he was a great badminton player at one time, or But either way, it's the Saeed Modi International. And next, oh yeah, see, I guess this will be a clean board, Ernie. The only thing is that for badminton, I don't know if I find another tournament. But next week we'll be reporting on the badminton and the championship, and if we happen to be able to watch it on YouTube, I'm all happy. Okay, I'm really happy. I like to watch the final on YouTube if it's. You notice I'm saying YouTube and not regular cable television because I don't think the regular cable sports channels will show badminton. They could show snooker, but it would be after when I'm watching the snooker. It would be like, oh, it already happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's like at night, especially. Oh, I know around the hop it might be. Well, let's see, it could be live. Yes, if it's like a Monday night, no, it's Monday Night Football. Okay, but yeah, if it's Tuesday night and they're showing snooker, yeah, uh, it's gonna be on the tape. It's gonna be recorded watching. Now the badminton, yeah, it's the same deal. It's like, uh, yeah, we're gonna. We'd be, well, I don't know. I just like, yeah, it's gonna like they might have to change their views, and that's the sports channels that we have in Canada, and you never know if enough people say, hey, we want to see some badminton, hey, we want to watch snooker, hey, we like to see some AFLW, hey, how about some netball, and, that's to change, and um, I, yeah, 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 yeah. Just broaden your horizons. You might find new sponsors because they're familiar with these sports. Okay, so we're gonna clear this board, and obviously this board will be next week. Well, the snooker will be gone, but the yeah, we'll have to leave the badminton up because we got to report on the final. But the snooker will have something new for sure up there. There's going to be of course, there's going to be this tournament snooker. So I just don't want, like, in badminton. I put this up there because I will constantly want to remind myself somehow that don't miss a big tournament at the end of the year for badminton. So I don't know where it's going to be. If it's going to be played in China or India or wherever, you know what I mean? It might change, the venue might change from different country to different country. And for something like badminton, I don't know why, but you got a better chance of seeing the badminton great world championship in, say, in Australia than you'd ever have any chance on this side of the globe. There might be a slight chance in Europe, but yeah, Asia, they got it covered, and of course Australia being so close to Asia, they're probably into it more than Canada is for sure. And well, I know it's just completely like these are like these are like they always say the poster child. Yeah, these are like the poster child for non-violent, non-confrontational sport right here. You're looking at it. You want to show someone the non-violent, non-confrontational sport. You are looking at it right here. Okay, so we're going to put the last board up, and then we'll finish up and load up here. Alrighty, already got the last board up now. Okay, so let's start with the surfing. We'll finish that up, the surfing. And I don't really want to miss the big final tournament, which probably could be in the December, kind of January range. And that one, like I said, Ernie, I really wanted to put the words Mexico and Baja California. It really doesn't get a chance to be on the world. We don't really, we don't really get a chance to put Baja California on our board, and it's in Mexico, and I'm gonna say about the surfing is just a quick sidebar is that there there was maybe okay. I'll mention. I hope I remind to say this after the darts. Something I seen on the television. And like I'm gonna scramble. I think I might scramble and ask the person that helps with the cable and say, hey, can we kind of get rid of some like why aren't you watching on this and because there's a channel that's had the cliff diving. I'm like, and a lot of odd sports like that, and it's like. We could do our odd sport review and we could add cliff diving, but I can't because that channel is locked, and I'm like, oh man, there's so many other channels I don't watch, and like, there's the one I want to watch. Okay, so that's that. Mash, Mash, man. Oh wow, if surfing was on the channel, I would have been like, oh, and it's locked. It's some channel, and I'm like, oh no, okay, I'm gonna want to take some other channels out for sure, and I want to, there's people, it's like, I don't know, it's just, I would like to get that added on too, but, okay, so we'll go with the surfing first, the WSL, okay, so that's going to be the WSL, I'm getting really tired, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're gonna go to the WSL, yeah, and WSL, because I think it's part of theirs. Okay, so we got okay. They're on to the next one where I'm still on the other one. Okay, we gotta go to the. I guess we gotta find the schedule here. Okay, let's find the schedule. That was October. Oh, why can't I pitch this back? I pitched it up a bit, and okay. So I don't want that one. I don't want that one. Is there more? No, I don't want that one. I don't want that either. Okay, you know what I gotta do is I gotta go to the schedule. Okay, I go back to the schedule. Okay, so we get to the come on. There's so many. There's so many tournaments. Okay, there it is. Alrighty. Okay, so it was the Pacifico Surf Open Cerritos. I couldn't fit all that. We know we can't fit all that. Okay, so I'm watching the highlights and it looks good. Okay, uh, just watching the highlights and there's only let's see. Okay, so I was looking. I see there's the one championship, and it says congratulations, Jeff Schilling. Schilling. So he won the Pacifico Surf Open Cerritos. And what I'm looking to see is was there no? I guess there was no women. Just it was only the men that competed in this one. I guess. I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. Let's see. They got all. Yeah. Okay, so it was only it was only the men's there this time. So Jeff Schilling won And it was congratulations to Jeff Schilling. And I'm just looking now at this. I'm like, nice. I'm just watching the surfing highlights here on the WSL webpage, and like the, for all they get all those points, and there's the guy that's riding the tube, kind of, and scoring points there. Okay, so well, we can and yeah, we can take that one off, and I really don't want to miss the big opportunity to put put on the board like the end of, like the big world championship, and that should we'll see. We're gonna that's I'm gonna leave it at that. So where's Jeff Sealing from? Anyways, like yeah, I'm not worried. You know what? Doesn't matter. He could be Australian, New Zealand, American, whatever. It doesn't matter. With Sports News Review, we really don't care about that. If we just like the individual person winning, that's good. Because they didn't mention it, and I'm just getting too tired to look up stuff right now, Ernie. I am exhausted. Okay, so um, what I'm gonna do now is okay. Let's just wrap this up with the last one, and it's gonna be a while for this one because I'm gonna like I don't want to miss this one. This one is staying up all because this is I put up the darts because whatever darts turn between now and this one is minor compared to this one. It's the PDC World Championship, and it's in England. And I forgot the comma here, punctuation. Okay. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, is it still working? Why did this camera just fall like that? Oh my gosh! Why is it happening to me? The camera's still working. Oh, why did it do that? Why did the camera just fall like that? This is okay. The camera just fell, and it kind of like my heart almost fell, it dropped. Like okay, okay. I only got one hand. I can't. Uh, okay, this is a crisis right now. I only got one hand here, and I want to make sure this camera doesn't fall right now. And now I gotta make sure it's working. Okay, and it's gonna have to test. I'm gonna have to do tests and test it. Oh my gosh, it's hard. Okay, so it is current. Everything's working. Okay, it's not like stuck or frozen or anything like that. And this, like Ernie, I'm gonna try to find a way to have this on a base where it doesn't fall over anymore. I don't know. I like this camera so much. I don't. Why did it tip over? I don't understand what happened. Why it tipped over? I didn't touch it. It. Nothing went near it. I don't understand why it tipped over like that. And it's the resilience of this camera is amazing. Let's just make sure that the colors are okay. Let's go with the white. Everything white. Oh, white. What am I doing? White. Are they both white? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, it looks really good. Okay, what? Okay, so everything's working really good on the camera. Like, there's no problems with the switching. I'm just gonna have to find out the volume's working. So I'll just do a quick audio test when this is done. And yeah, like, I just didn't want to see that happening. I didn't. I just that was just. It's just not. I just. Oh, Ernie, I don't. I just. This camera broke. I would be so like, just. I don't know. How do I replace an $80 camera? I only paid 20 for this camera. $20, Ernie. How do I come up with the money to replace this camera? I don't have it. I want the same camera again. I mean, this is a really good camera with a dual microphone and everything. Two microphones on it. And this is just. I don't know what I did to make it fall over like that. I didn't go near it. I wasn't even near the thing. And it just. Well, anyways, like I said, I was saying, I'll wrap this up, Ernie. It's the PDC dart. The reason I switched up the lights and all that is just make sure that it wasn't like the colors were going to be off or anything like that. So it's all good there. And I can even trim this down a bit just to see if it's see? Okay, so I trimmed it down a bit. It's actually. But you need to get closer. Then it's kind of weird how it works. But lighting is really tricky. But I'm starting to wonder, why do you look a little bit different orangey? And it's probably this. The colors on this is probably what it is. See? No, that's the brightness. That's the blue. I think it should be okay. Let me see. If Felix looks fine, like you look at Felix, he looks fine. Is yellow, okay? You're off on the orange, but it could be anything. And then look at the remote control. Look at the remote control of it for the light bars, and it looks very good. It looks, yeah. So, I'm looking at the SNR, and it's got the right hue. Yeah, I shouldn't be worried that you kind of look a little orangey right now, like different orangey kind of deal. But let's see. Okay, I'm gonna shut everything off, and no, you gotta leave all the lights on first because we're gonna do audio test and video test again. So I'm gonna shut this off, and I'm hoping like, oh, Ernie, I just hoping that the audio, the microphone didn't work because the camera part itself is still working. If you look at my hand, it's looking good. Okay, so it looks good. I mean, the skin tone, you get the camera, you get the lights in the right angle. You can see the skin tone is the correct that's that's very correct. That's correct. That's very correct. As far as Ernie goes, and why does he look so? You look the top of you look really good. Okay, it's just the way the light is. Maybe we'll see if the light changes you. Okay, let's see. Too bright, I guess. But yeah. Oh look. Okay, now I got. When I got look at Felix. He looks really good. The beak and everything looks nice color, orange. That's the orange color he has. That's almost very accurate. And I'll grab the red mouse here, the wireless mouse here, and it looks really good. Okay, so yeah, the camera looks really good. It's just a matter of the volumes working again. So with this and yeah, you could tell I was so scared, and oh man, I just don't know how to replace this camera. And then I'd have to go to the webcam off the laptop again. Oh, I don't even want to do that. And hook up a real microphone, not this one, the other one. And you won't see, yeah, I'd leave this out there because then I'd be talking. I'd have to hold that microphone to my mouth all the time. I gotta talk real close on it. It's just I gotta find a base that can. This thing won't tip over again. Like I gotta. It's on a tripod base, and I'm just not happy that this thing could tip over all the time. It's becoming a constant fear, and I don't want it to be that way.
So we see the board, you see all this. This is going to stay up for a while now because I didn't want to miss this. January the 3rd, I want to watch that again. Somebody put it on their YouTube channel, like I said last year, and I watched it. And Luke Lindner came in second, and Luke, oh my gosh, the name escapes me. Cool Hand Luke won the PDC World Championship last year. So yeah, this is like this is the big one. Like you want to, if you're gonna watch one darts tournament, this is it. This is the one to watch. The one that's starting December the 15th. That is the numero uno one to watch. Okay, so with all that, well, we're gonna say over and out, and we gotta go test our camera here after this. So it's over and out, and if the microphone doesn't work, I am going to be depressed. If I knocked it over like that and the microphone don't work or something like that, I'm going to be depressed. Okay, so with all that, it's going to be over and oh, well, I'm sorry, I skipped our, I skipped everything. How we do usually end this. Okay, so for all three of us, for Felix, Ernie, and I, all three of us are saying over and out.